Classic Rock 94.9 and 104.5. Shaggy here, and on the phone with me, I have Bill Leverty. You might know him as the guitarist for FireHouse, but he has a brand new album out, Divided We Fall. Hey, Bill, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Shaggy. Thanks so much for having me on the show, man.
Of course, man. Anytime. Now, I have to ask, Divided We Fall just came out. I mean, this thing, I was just telling you, it is a banger from beginning to end. Every song is fantastic. So nice job on that, first off.
Thank you.
Of course. Now, with this album, was this something that you were planning, or was this kind of like, oh, man, you know, COVID-19 going on, I'm bored, might as well record an album?
Well, this album has been 6 years in the making.
Oh, wow.
And FireHouse does about 60 shows a year, and they're all fly dates. So by the time I get home, I'm exhausted. I take, a day to recover. Then I've got a day to do something. And if it's family, it's family. If it's working with another band, it's another band. If it's something where I can work on an idea that I have, then I work on that. And that's why it took me 6 years. But as I finished a song, I would release the song as a single. And then once I got 10, I released an album. So it took me a while to finish the 10th song. The 10th song is the title track called Divided We Fall. Mm-hmm. And it did happen to just coincide with what happened with the COVID-19 and with a lot of the protesting that went on and stuff like that. And I just thought that we're so much better together, and that if we can bring everybody together, then we're going to be so much stronger as a family, as a community, as a country. And so that's where the title for that one came from, and that was the last song, so it's the most fresh song to me, so that's why I titled the album Divided We Fall.
No, it's a great title, and like you were saying, very, into it with the times right now. I mean, like you were saying, we're all one big family during this, and we're all going through the same stuff, so might as well be on the same side, right?
Yeah, or otherwise we will fall, and we don't want that to happen. It's going to look very ugly if we do, so it's kind of a humanitarian kind of song, I guess, a song for humanity.
Exactly. Now, I know in the past, you've produced some FireHouse albums and things like that. How involved were you in the making of this album? Did you record it all yourself, produce it, write it, everything?
Yeah, so I wrote everything on it. I played all the instruments except for drums and bass, and FireHouse's drummer Michael Foster played on 7 of those songs. I've got a guy named Andre LaBelle who played on the other 3, who has played on some of my other solo recordings. This is my 5th solo album, by the way.
Oh, nice.
And then a guy named Keith Horn who played with... he's a bass player, phenomenal bass player. Played with Peter Frampton for years.
Oh, lovely.
Played with Hart for a little while, and then he had several country gigs. The last country gig he had was Luke Bryan, but he played with lots of amazing country artists while he lived in Nashville. Mm-hmm. But he played bass on 7 of the songs as well, and I played the other instruments as well, and produced and mixed the record. And so I do the vocals on the record, yeah.
Of course, and it sounds great. One thing that I noticed, I'm a guitar player, and the tone you have on the guitar throughout the entire album is excellent. So I'm kind of curious on your setup.
Thank you. Yeah, I use the Fractal Audio stuff. Mm-hmm. Now, with Fractal Audio makes these digital amp modelers, and in this little box you can choose from like 200 different of the most sought-after guitar amplifiers and speaker cabinets and every effect that's ever been made. And the guy who makes this box is a genius, out of New Hampshire. And so I've been using his stuff live and in the studio for probably about 5 years now. Just fantastic stuff. So the Fractal Audio Axe Effects 3 is the one that I use. Very
cool. I mean, it's amazing.
Thanks, man.
These digital effects that they have nowadays, and how it can pretty much mimic exactly, what you could buy at a guitar shop.
And my lower back is so thankful, too, because the tube heads that I was lugging around were about 80 pounds, and the speaker cabinets are about 100 pounds or whatever. And so, this thing's... you can carry it in a briefcase if you want. It's great, man. It sounds just like a tube. It's unbelievable.
Crazy. Now, did you record this over in Richmond, Virginia? Are you still over there?
Yeah, I live in Richmond. I've got a studio in the house, and I recorded it all here. And I've been getting into recording for, it have to be almost 40 years now since I was recording. So it's really a kind of a hobby within my career.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, it was funny. Richmond, Virginia was actually in the news when it comes to the world of rock and roll not too long ago. Being from Richmond, have you heard of the heavy metal band GWAR?
Yeah, GWAR. Yeah, they're from here, and Jason Mraz is from here as well, and there are a couple other really great bands that are from Richmond.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, GWAR, they're huge.
Yeah, there's a petition going on right now. I guess some protesters tore down a statue of Robert E. Lee not too long ago, and so there's a petition to replace that statue with a statue of the lead singer of GWAR, Oderus Urungus. And I think that's great. Last I checked, they had like 73,000 signatures. So as a Richmond native, are you in support of that?
I'd have to give it some thought before I certainly am proud of GWAR being from here. I'm not sure if that's the right statue to go on Monument Avenue, but if I give it some thought, I'll get back to you and give you my answer. You caught me off guard there. I didn't know about that one.
I know. I was reading that the other day. I'm like, man, that is hilarious. That's pretty good. Well, maybe we can start a petition to get a statue of Bill Leverty on there, huh?
Well, FireHouse would be a great one. I'm not sure I'm enough to deserve a statue there, but hey, you know what? I mean, that was a part of the city when I was a kid and driving through and learning the history of all these people that were on these monuments, and it's a huge controversy now. So we'll see how it all plays out. My only disagreement in the whole thing is the way that it was done. It should have been done with a vote by the people,
oh, for sure,
instead of an edict by the mayor. Mm-hmm. And so he just decided that he didn't want them anymore, so he just told his police to stand down. So that's, I think, was an unfortunate way to do it. It should have been done with a vote by the people, in my opinion.
Oh, I agree with you 100%. Now, I was born and raised in Portland, Oregon, and so okay. I mean, it's all over the news what's going on over there, and so it's sad as a Portland native to look at what's happening over there and destroying the city and tearing down statues that I have known since I was a child and whatnot. So I get it.
Yeah, it's crazy out there. Divided we fall.
Exactly.
We got to come together. We got to find common ground.
That's what I'm talking about. Now, recently, Ozzy Osbourne said in an interview that he thinks indoor concerts are a thing of the past. What do you think the future of live shows are going to look like?
Well, I disagree with Ozzy. I think they're coming back, and I think that they will come back when we come up with therapeutics and or vaccines that will eradicate the virus. So I'm very optimistic on that, and I remain so. I just think that it's going to take a little time to get the science to do its thing, but we got the best scientists in the world and the best medical doctors in the world, and they're all working on it feverishly to make it happen. So I really believe that we'll have rock and roll concerts back indoors in 2021, if not sooner.
I sure hope so. I'm ready for it.
Yeah, me too, buddy.
So how's all of FireHouse feeling about this? I mean, are they pretty bored right now, or just waiting to get back on the road and make it happen?
Yeah, we're all bummed out. Our last show was in March. It was March 14th, I think. So we went, our shows for March went away, but we've got April. Look at the dates we have in April, so we can play in April. And then as April approached, those dates went away. And we went, well, okay, looks like we still got a lot in May, June, and July. Mm-hmm. And as those months approached, they all went away or either just were moved to 2021. We're just hoping that some of the dates will stick. And, we had one that was ready to go this weekend, and everybody was going to be socially distanced. It was going to be outdoors. Everybody was going to be masked. And then the city council of that particular place said to the venue that you can't do this show. Man. Otherwise, there are going to be big fines, and you're going to lose your license and all this stuff. So that show had to go away. It wasn't violating any mandate from the governor at all. It's just what the city council said. So there's a lot of politics involved in this. Yes. And we want our fans to be safe. I mean, no doubt about it. But if everybody wears a mask and everybody's 6 feet apart, I don't see what the problem would be. But they do, so they want to err on the side of caution. I get it. So until we can work it all out, I guess we're kind of in a holding pattern.
Well, do you know what? Until then, Idaho Falls and eastern Idaho will be waiting for you.
Well, you guys aren't exactly a hot spot over there for lots of COVID-19.
Yeah, not too much.
COVID-19 problems that I'm aware of. So maybe we can get over there sooner than later.
That would be awesome. I don't think I told you this, but FireHouse kind of has a special place in my heart. My wife and I's wedding song was actually "Love of a Lifetime." So.
Oh, thank you very much.
Of course.
Very cool.
Yeah,
congratulations, and there's a lot of love in the Shaggy family.
Oh, exactly. Yep. So we just had kid number 2, and we're making it happen. So
congratulations, man. That's
Thank
awesome.
you. Yeah, I appreciate that. Okay, so I know you got some stuff to do today, and so I don't want to keep you too long, but one last question. As a man who's been married since 95, right?
We got married in 96. I met her in 95.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then, what is the secret to a long-lasting marriage?
Well, the secret is being honest. The secret is prioritizing your marriage, putting your family first. And it's also picking the right wife who understands that I'm in a rock band and I got to go away and I got to play. Mm-hmm. And you make her the center of your world, and you let her know that you love her, and carry yourself as a married man. When you're out of town, you don't carry yourself as a single man.
Yep.
And then come home and be married. You're married all the time. So I think that's probably several keys to the success of it. And you gotta talk. You gotta work it out, because not everything's going to be easy and perfect. But you gotta be able to compromise. If you can meet halfway, then you're doing real well with a marriage. So. Oh,
for sure. There we go. Some solid advice right there. So anyone listening right now, make sure you take Bill's advice and strengthen your marriage a little bit, all right? Well, hey, Bill, thank you so much for joining me today. Remember, everyone, Divided We Fall just came out. Where can people get the album?
My website is leverty.com. I would love it if you got it from my website. leverty.com. You can buy it. If you check the box that says, please sign my CD, I will sign your CD to you.
Awesome. I like it. So, yeah, anywhere other than your website, it might be a bootlegged version.
Well, for the physical copy, it would be, but we've got MP3s all over the place, at the iTunes or whatever. But you can buy the MP3s from my website as well. And I've got these little packages where you can get a T-shirt and you can get posters and autographed pictures and stuff like that all thrown in there as well for a good deal. So it's just go check out my website if you get a chance. That's the place to do it. Thank you.
Great. And remember, everyone, Divided We Fall. Like I said, this album is a banger. You got to listen to it front to back. It's fantastic. So, Bill, thank you so much for joining me again. Say hi to Mike Gobby for me, all right?
I will, man. All right. And, I'll call him and thank him for hooking us up.
Oh, for sure. And we're going to play one of the tracks from Divided We Fall, the opening track. It's called You're a Natural on Classic Rock. Thanks again, Bill.
Thanks, Shaggy.
you back if I only knew the kind of trouble that you put me